Somewhere along the way, life probably convinced you to play it small, to shrink, to question yourself, to live way beneath your actual power. Well, today, that whole narrative changes. We're going to talk about reclaiming the identity that life tried to talk you out of.
And this quote, it just gets to the very heart of it, doesn't it? Confidence isn't something you're born with, and it's definitely not something you just wait around for. It's a choice, a decision you get to make every single day. This is all about deciding to rebuild, to get back to the person you were always meant to be.
So let's dive into a fundamental truth. The way you show up in the world, the energy you bring, that directly shapes how the world responds to you. You see, it's your identity, not your history, that's going to dictate your future.
Okay, so here's the premise, and it really boils down to this. A strong identity creates a strong life. A weak or shaky identity, that leads to a fragile one. This single idea is the foundation for everything else we're about to get into. Now this flips the script on what we're usually taught, right? We think that once we get great results, then we'll finally have a strong identity. But the truth is, it's the other way around. Your identity builds your outcomes. Your presence, that unwavering belief in yourself, that has to come first. It literally shapes the opportunities you even see, let alone the actions you're willing to take.
So, how do we start? Where do we begin? Well, strength isn't something you just stumble into by luck. It's something you build, very deliberately, one choice at a time. Let's take a look at the blueprint. This slide just lays it out so perfectly. The person you're becoming tomorrow is being shaped entirely by the little actions you choose today. You are the architect. You're the one laying the bricks. Every single small choice is like a vote for the person you're becoming.
In the first place to start this whole rebuilding process, it's right at the beginning of your day. What you do in those first moments, before the world and all its distractions come rushing in, that determines the tone for everything that follows. It's your command center. You have to own it.
So here's a super practical tool you can start using like tomorrow. Step 1, an hour with no phone. This puts your mind back in the driver's seat. Step 2, one single action. Maybe it's reading, maybe it's moving your body, maybe it's writing that realigns you with who you're becoming. And step 3, 3 simple identity statements, like I show up, to anchor your mind in strength before the day even starts.
This builds on that idea of leading with standards, not getting yanked around by your emotions. Your standards are the spine of your identity. They're your non-negotiables. And here's the thing. When your standards rise, your decisions automatically rise right along with them. Emotions will lie to you for the sake of comfort. Standards will always guide you toward your future.
And this is why identity is so incredibly powerful. Motivation, it comes and goes. Moods change like the weather, but your identity, that persists. So instead of asking yourself, what do I feel like doing? Try asking, what action aligns with the person I am becoming? That one shift in questioning can change literally everything.
Okay, so you're building this inner strength, you're laying the bricks. Awesome. The next challenge is protecting it. I mean, the strongest mind in the world doesn't mean a thing if you let all the junk from the outside world invade it.
You have to ask yourself this, because noise doesn't just distract you, it actually distorts you. The constant comparison, the criticism, the endless stream of random content, all of it disconnects you from the one voice that actually matters, your own.
This is so important. Your attention is your most valuable currency. Not your time, your attention. Where you choose to place it literally determines who you become. You have to start reclaiming it with fierce intention. The key here is to build a fortress around your mind. Think of it like this. You have a whitelist and a blacklist. Your whitelist is everything that strengthens and elevates you. Mentors, great books, inspiring ideas. And your blacklist? That's everything that weakens you. People who drain your energy, platforms designed to steal your focus. You get to be the gatekeeper. You decide what gets in.
And you know, this extends to the people you surround yourself with. You have to be absolutely ruthless about protecting your energy. This isn't about thinking you're better than anyone else. It's about building a life that demands mental clarity, and you just can't grow strong roots in weak soil. All right, this brings us to the final and honestly the most critical stage. You've built the foundation, you've protected your mind, now you need the resilience to actually see the journey through when things get tough. Let's really reframe this. That feeling of wanting to quit, it's not just a reaction to difficulty, it's a conscious choice you're about to make. That exact moment of resistance, that's where your character is forged. That's where your identity is either weakened or made stronger.
So when those tough moments hit, you need a strategy.
Here's a protocol for when you fall. First, debrief. Look at what happened objectively, without judgment. Second, rest. Let your mind actually recover. Third, reset. Release all that emotional baggage. And finally, return with focus and clarity. This is how you turn a failure from a cage into a catalyst for growth. Now let's talk about something really tough, the invisible season. This is the period that breaks most people. It's when you're putting in the work, day in and day out, but you see absolutely no external validation. It feels like nothing's happening. But this is also where the most profound changes are taking place, just beneath the surface.
You absolutely have to trust this. Your consistency, your daily effort, it's like you're planting seeds you just can't see yet. You have to learn to stay loyal to your daily discipline, even when the scoreboard is totally empty.
So, you have to detach your emotional state from that scoreboard. Start measuring what actually matters. Measure your consistency, not your mood. Measure your decisions, not your dopamine hits. Measure your discipline, not the external results. Measure your effort, not the applause you get for it. That's what you can control.
And this is the ultimate truth of resilience. Falling is inevitable. It's just feedback. It's not the end. The end only happens when you make the choice to stay down. You have to separate the fact of the fall from the emotion of it.
This right here, this is a personal mantra you can actually use to anchor your recovery. It reinforces your loyalty to your identity, not to your circumstances. It literally helps rewire your brain for resilience.
So, we end with this question. Because every single thing we've covered, building that inner strength, silencing the noise, trusting the process, it all comes down to the decisions you make today. The identity you are building is being forged in your daily choices right now. So, who are you choosing to become?